Good evening, I'm Shireen Aman and you're watching GKTV. Let's take a look at the top news stories of the day. The polling for the second phase of J&K Assembly elections was held peacefully today in 26 constituencies spread across 6 districts. As per the Election Commission officials, 54% polling was recorded till 5 pm, which Sri Mata Vaishno Devi seat in Jammu, recording the maximum 75% of voting. As per ground reports, voters started queuing up outside the polling stations since early morning in their respective constituencies to exercise their democratic rights.
कश्मीर में हम दिन ब दिन पीछे ही चले जा रहे हैं। लोगों को भी अब समझ आ रहा है कि वोट डालना बहुत ज़रूरी है ताकि हम अपने नुमाइंदे को सामने आए, जिसके वो हम अपनी परेशानियां बताएं, वो आके हमारा काम करे।
गोच लटि वोट ना जान भी जिंदगी में वोट क्या गो अम मकसद गोस क्या फायदे वातन कार ना बार बेरोजगारी गई रुपये 5 गसान खर्च।
Senior Congress leader Tariq Karra expressed strong confidence today, stating that people across Jammu and Kashmir will respond in favor of Congress candidates in the ongoing assembly elections. After casting his vote in the second phase of the elections, Karra remarked that the public is ready for change and is backing Congress to bring about that transformation.
मुझे उम्मीद है कि लोगों की अदालत में कांग्रेस के हक में फ़ैसला जहाँ जहाँ भी कांग्रेस के कैंडिडेट खड़े हुए हैं, कांग्रेस का ये चीज़ देखते हुए कि इस वक्त एक वाहिद जमात कांग्रेस है जो पूरे मुल्क में बीजेपी की डिविसिव पॉलिसीज़, बीजेपी की कम्युनल पॉलिसीज़, बीजेपी की एंटी सेक्टोरल पॉलिसीज़ के खिलाफ लड़ रही है।
अपनी पार्टी प्रेसिडेंट अल्ताफ बुखारी cast his vote in Srinagar today, calling for an end to the harassment of Kashmiri youth by the central government. After exercising his franchise, Bukhari stressed the need for the centre to create a more supportive environment for the youth, allowing them to thrive and contribute to the region's progress.
मैं जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों को मुबारकबाद देता हूं और उम्मीद करता हूं ये जो आज का इलेक्शन है असेंबली के लिए जो 10 साल के बाद हो रहा है, जम्मू कश्मीर के लिए एक नया बाब शुरू होगा। मुझे पुख्ता यकीन है कि जो लोग चुने जाएंगे वो लोगों के जज्बात और एहसासात की नुमाइंदगी करेंगे।
Among those who cast their vote today was National Conference's Mia Meher Ali as well, who after exercising his franchise highlighted the impressive voter turnout, remarking that people were voting in large numbers to seek readdressal of the long-standing grievances. Ali emphasized the critical importance of this election in addressing issues such as infrastructural development, economic challenges and social welfare. He lauded the determination of the public, stating that the high voter participation is a sign of their hope for change and better governance.
बड़ी अच्छी लाइन लगी हुई है तो अच्छा रिस्पांस मिल रहा है, लोग भी मुतमईन हैं। हम हर जगह जा रहा हूँ, मैं भी आज हर पोलिंग बूथ पर से जा रहा हूँ, विजिट कर रहा हूँ, पर अभी तक जो रिजल्ट्स आ रहे हैं वो ठीक लग रहे हैं। परेशानियाँ हैं, लोगों को परेशानियाँ हैं, इसीलिए निकले हैं। इलेक्शन को लोग इस फेस्टिवल की तरह सेलिब्रेट कर रहे हैं।
In a remarkable show of civic engagement, women voters turned out in large numbers during today's assembly elections in the Kashmir Valley. Many of them driven by a growing concern over the rising cost of essential commodities in the local markets. Speaking with our reporter Shafia Riaz, women voters expressed that the high prices of food, household goods and the other daily necessities have become a pressing issue for families, and the women across the valley are looking for change through their votes.
स्मार्ट मीटर लगे खस 2 वरी ब्रोट खसान 300 200 700 खसान मगर बारन गैस सिलेंडरस नीरान फैमिली लकट रेत नीरान गैस सिलेंडरस.
Emphasizing the need for dialogue, the AIP chief engineer Rashid has urged both India and Pakistan to settle the long-standing issue for the greater interest of the region and to foster prolonged peace. He expressed that it is high time for both nations to work towards a resolution that prioritizes the well-being of the people affected by the conflict. His remarks resonate with the local population who echoed the desire for stability and peace in the region as they continue to participate in the elections.
हम भी तो यही 30 साल से कहते हैं, जो अजमी साहब जो मोदी से कहते हैं कि सरवर के उस पार के जो लोग हैं उसको हम यहाँ में करना चाहते हैं, वो कहते हैं उनके लोग करना चाहते हैं। अब आप कैसे करोगे मुझे पता है, अगर मुझे पूछोगे मैं उनके पास करूँगा, अमित शाह के करोड़ में करूँगा, मोदी जी के करोड़ में करूँगा, तो उनसे भी पूछो या भी पूछो।
National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah cast his vote today alongside his father Farooq Abdullah and his sons.
ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा वोट जो हैं नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के उम्मीदवारों को पड़ेंगे। जहां नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस के उम्मीदवार नहीं हैं वहां कांग्रेस के साथ हमारे अलायंस के तहत कांग्रेस के उम्मीदवार को जो है वोट मिलने चाहिए और उम्मीद ये की जा रही है कि 8 अक्टूबर के बाद अक्सरियत हमारी होगी।
In a significant move today, a high-level delegation of senior delegates from around 15 multiple countries arrived today to witness the polling process firsthand, including the United States, Mexico, South Korea and South Africa arrived in Jammu and Kashmir today to observe the ongoing assembly elections. Polling booths in key areas including Budgam and Srinagar welcomed diplomats from nations as far-reaching as Singapore, Nigeria, Spain and the Philippines. This international observation underscores the significance of these elections on the global stage. The visit comes as a part of an invitation extended by India's Ministry of External Affairs, showcasing the transparency and significance of the electoral process in the region. The diplomats interacted with both voters and election officials, witnessing firsthand the enthusiastic turnout of the people. The senior diplomats expressed joy at the large number of people present at polling stations.
Of having this pink polling station, I think it's something that really will get more people to vote and people to come here to vote. So congratulations.
So what is the purpose of your visit in Kashmir?
Yeah, well, it's the MEA who organized our trip. It's I think most of us first time here in this part of the region. So it's a great experience for us to see, especially how the democracy is working on the ground.
National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah today took a critical stance against the central government for inviting foreign diplomats to observe Jammu and Kashmir's assembly polls. Labeling the international observers as guided tourists, Abdullah questioned the government's motive behind the move, suggesting there was inconsistency in the decision. Abdullah made these remarks after casting his vote in the second phase of the elections, where he expressed strong confidence in the alliance between the National Conference and Congress, stating that the majority of votes would favor their candidates and that they were well positioned to form the next government.
अगर बाहर के डिप्लोमेट्स को लाया जा सकता है तो मुझे ये बताया ना, बाहर के जर्नलिस्ट को इजाज़त क्यों नहीं दी जा रही है? बाहर के किसी भी जर्नलिस्ट को जिन्होंने अप्लाई किया था इस इलेक्शन को कवर करने के लिए, उन्हें इजाज़त नहीं मिली। लेकिन एक गाइडेड टूरिस्ट की तरह इन डिप्लोमेट्स को लाके यहाँ इलेक्शन दिखाए जा रहे हैं, ये अच्छी बात नहीं है।
National Conference Vice President Umar Abdullah addressed voters in Sopore today, emphasizing that the assembly elections present a crucial opportunity to reclaim rights that have been snatched away. Speaking passionately after casting his vote, Abdullah urged the public to exercise their democratic rights and support candidates who will prioritize the interests of the people.
हमें अलग अलग उम्मीदवारों के पीछे जो है लगाया जाने की कोशिश की जाएगी, लेकिन हम अगर तकसीम हुए, हम अगर बट गए, हमारे वोट अगर अलग अलग हो गए तो हमें नुकसान होगा उस बात का। लेकिन अब चलिए, पार्लियामेंट में जो हुआ सो हुआ। ये असेंबली इलेक्शन जो है, जहां एक तरफ से हमारा फर्ज है कि हम आपके रोजमर्रा के मुतालबे हल करें।
Now on to some international news. Lebanon's Hezbollah had launched a rocket targeting Mossad headquarters near Tel Aviv, which it says was responsible for assassinating its leaders and blowing up pagers and walkie-talkies used by the group. In a new escalation, warning signs sounded in Israel's economic capital Tel Aviv as a single surface-to-surface missile was launched as well. Now it's time for the weather update. The meteorological department has predicted sunny weather for a few more days with light chances of showers by night time. That's it for today. Stay connected for further updates. Keep watching GK TV.